and the shadows grow. 6 took the step, couldn't turn away. Now the dark is alive and it's here to stay. Voices rising cold as stone, whispers claim them flesh and bone. The deeper they go, the less they know. The abyss is calling, pulling slow. Under the ground where the wild things breathe, dreams will shatter and minds will leave. Crawling fear, it's bound to find, breaking bodies, twisting minds. The abyss is calling, you can't deny. It takes what it wants and it leaves you dry.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Out of the Abyss. Last time, our adventurers, they exited the Whirlstone tunnels to see a celebration happening, almost as if the other party had won. They had beaten the Keepers of the Flames. They made it all the way to the shop to where they wanted to store this egg that they had found in the prison cells of Droki and Wurs. As they were exiting the shop, trying to figure out what to do with the egg, they were greeted with nothing but obsidian glass and a malformation of Runt and Darendel, to which that then formed into a horrifying gargoyle-like creature that just told them to run. And as they ran through the tunnels, the face of this creature could be seen just laughing, popping up as they ran. And after about an hour, hour and a half of trying to get away from this, you guys do find a small little cavern. So if you guys would like to, place your characters wherever you would like to in here, but you are coming up here after seeing this, after being ran from the city. And this is where you guys are. It is a small map, so. But yeah, the floor is yours. What would you like to do?
Warden is keeping watch outside the cavern. Any signs of us being followed?
Yeah, Kazad's posting up by the entrance as well to make sure everyone is safe.
Okay.
Ivan is catching his breath. He's not good at running.
Flaffle. Sugar
Shukshak sort of like sitting in a corner, going over this little notebook he has, just muttering to himself. If you happen to listen in, it's just like, where did I miss this? I should have known this happened. And he's just like mumbling incoherently to himself.
Flaffle's kind of isolated himself over in a corner, kind of doing something similar to Shikashak, but rather than trying to like blaze through all the things that he did wrong, he is instead just kind of like lost in silent thought with occasional murmurings.
Okay. So what is the general plan that you guys also, Layers, what is your character doing right now?
Layers takes a sip out of a seemingly corked dark bottle he has, appearing to be some sort of ale, and kind of stares off in the distance as he leans on his shield and just kind of goes, what the hell was that? I have not seen anything like that.
I have no fucking clue.
Well, so I'm guessing that was all an illusion. That we were seeing, like putting a pretty face on a really, really ugly drow. But it couldn't have been an illusion the whole time, right? Like, because Shukashak, how long did you live there?
It was years.
Then it definitely
years.
couldn't have been an illusion.
But could it have
And
been?
then, no.
I don't know when it started.
Calm down, cousin. Calm down. It's okay. We can figure this out, and then we'll understand what went wrong. Warden, do you still have that crystal in your chest?
I do.
Okay, so the interaction with the giants was real.
The library. If we can find the library, maybe I can find the answers.
But we can't find the library until the stone begins to glow.
Well, I think that it's just like it'll start glowing when we get close to it. It's not really like a wait for it to start glowing kind of thing. It's more of a try to pick up on locations that it could be and to get close enough to those locations, then it'll start glowing. Do you think it would be in the Neverlight Grove? I hear from at least from
No.
Ruin that there was a lot of hidden things there.
Question for DM.
Go ahead.
Do I know where like the next major city would be? Like preferably one that I believe has an archive, just like this time had.
So, the Underdark itself is not known for having a whole lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, knowledge is more kept with the drow.
Right.
Other than this library, you would assume the next best place for information would be either Blendenstone, Mantle Dareth, or the surface. But
I'll go ahead and relay that to the party. Essentially, I guess those would be the best places to get answers. Other than the library, hopefully we'll find it on the way. But I need to know.
Fluffle kind of snaps out of it. No. The library won't be seen until we want it to be seen. That's what we know about the library. We need to get somewhere safe to figure things out. Being on the run is not going to get us anywhere. Blending Stone.
That's what I'm saying. Blending Stone, Menzel Darazan, one of those places.
Mental Darazan? No.
Yeah, look, can we not go there?
Menzel Dareth maybe, but
Oh,
my vote is for Blending Stone. Plus, I know people in Blending Stone. I may not be the most.
Gracklestug too.
I didn't know anyone in Gracklestug aside from Croaky.
Do we really want to go to another major city? It could end up like this.
Blending Stone is probably
this
the
is the
safest.
second settlement that we have left in absolute fucking ruins.
To
What
be
was the
honest,
first?
well, the little like
The Kutoa village.
fish
I mean, would you
people.
really consider that a civilization?
It was
though?
decently sized. I mean, it was like very
Well, yeah,
tribal, but it was
I
decently
mean,
sized. And
I've seen
it seems
bone
like
graveyards of decent size. It doesn't
It
make it a
seems like-
city.
these things are heading to large cities.
Well, then
What
us
do you
going
think-
there
what
or
even
us not
is-
going there is going to change anything.
Well, I'm gonna point this out. We have actually technically weirdly been the safest when we weren't on the Dark Lake, when we're not in a city.
Okay, I'm going to be completely transparent here. I also have my own motives for wanting to go to Blending Stone. I need things.
Yeah, I
That Blending
understood.
Stone has that I thought Gracklestug would have, but was I wrong?
See, that makes more sense. As long as we're not trying to stay in the city. I don't want to stay in the city. It's too dangerous to stay in the city, especially because whatever it is seems to have it out for us. At least this fucking smiley face thing. And as much as I really would like to just sit down and rest, I don't want to deal with that again. And it almost is like we're bringing it to these places. Like, they all have their own problems, yes, but then suddenly monsters arise. And
I'm gonna be
so,
honest. Well, I'm gonna be honest, cousin. I refuse to let the powers that be make me sleep in another gutter.
no, I'm not saying that. No, I understand. It's.
I've done it once, and look what it led to.
Yeah, I don't want to bring ruin to another. I don't want to bring destruction to another city.
Wait. If we bring destruction wherever we go, then maybe Mental Barristan is the right place to go.
That, or we'll bring an enemy to our enemy.
The enemy of my enemy.
No. The other way, they're gonna work
That
together.
doesn't always.
They already serve a demon lord, probably, which is Lolth. So
I don't think demon lords get along with each other, though. Aren't they like all vying for control of some way or some
yeah,
sort?
in a
The
weird
Demogorgon has
way.
already attacked Menzo Barons at once.
But what if we get the smiley faced guy and the Demogorgon there?
Are they? That's
might
the,
all
I
find each
don't.
other
What
and
if we
destroy
could
the
get
city in
all
the
of them to
process,
show?
but-
I mean, I don't see any issue there.
I don't understand enough
Figure out
about demons.
exactly what we're dealing with. Because we are playing on the defensive and it's getting people killed.
What are we even defending against? Do we even know what we're defending against? Because I sure as hell
That's
don't.
exactly the point. We need to
I-
figure out what it is we're dealing with and how to deal with it, and then maybe we can get a step ahead of it instead of just constantly running and
Why do-
entire settlements
information.
destroyed in our wake.
We need
Why do we-
information.
Why can't we just
London
leave?
Stone.
Why can't we just go to the surface and leave? Why do we need to deal with
Why
this?
are you trying to run?
Because if we want to,
Because if we
run
go to the
away, we'll
surface,
just
what happens
have-
to everything down here?
It gets destroyed, and then. these
What are we
creatures
gonna
come
do?
to the surface.
How are we gonna stop it?
What are we
At
going to do
least
on the surface?
just let the people know.
Nothing.
can't
Just like
do
we
anything but
are.
Try.
Yeah, and die. I'm finally having some
Better.
sort of want to live, and now we're gonna face something that we have no ability to fight. And every time we try to get some allies, we don't even know if we can fucking trust them. Hell, we don't know if they're demon lords. We don't need. Most of us don't
that
even
would
know
be
what
a
a
good
demon
time to
lord
slap
is.
one of your allies.
I
Raise
am-
power.
Spiraling.
I know for a fact that we can beat the Demogorgon
How?
if we have
Do you have
information.
some almighty fucking power to just
Yeah.
No,
smite
but one of my
demon
kinsmen
lords?
beat him once.
I do if we can get to Blending Stone.
They've
One
been.
of my kinsmen fought and beat the Demogorgon. He had help, but I
Oh,
know
yeah.
that it is possible. We need to get
Okay.
to Blending Stone. We need to get some information, and from there, we can figure out the best course of action. If you want to go to the surface and get away from this, I don't blame you. I won't try to stop you.
Just don't
But
see
we
how.
need information first.
Yeah,
Blending
plan.
Stone
Why don't
will
we
give us
do this?
a route
Why
to
don't
the
we
surface
just
and give us what we need to move forward.
Why don't we just
We
take
go.
the night, rest, and we'll decide in the morning? Because we're all tired. We've been through a lot. There's a lot on our minds. Let's just take the night and figure it out in the morning.
Fine.
I do have to say the Underdark is definitely falling into the hells because the person making the most sense in our group is the most destructive person in the group.
You know, that actually might be a good idea. I hear something about that. I read something once when I was trying to, flee, that there's something called a blood war. Maybe we just get a bunch of devils in here to fight the demons and do it for us,
Buffalo just walks over to you, pats you on the leg. He said, "I'm so glad you can read," and then walks off to start making a
It
fire.
was a picture book. Don't.
little pop-outs.
Point of order, actually, Warden. Make a history check.
Okay.
Ivan's just gonna sit down in the corner and curl up
17?
holding stool.
With a 17.
Oh shit! What's a fire elemental being?
What?
Why is there a fire elemental now? Oh, it's a campfire.
Campfire. It's a bit of a
God.
bonfire. Don't let Flaffle make fires.
The smiley face has existed again. Run away!
But no, point of order. You're listening in, and you guys do notice that she is blue.
Blue.
But it does. The Blood War is something you know about. In fact, you were probably in the midst of dealing with it in Menzo Branson. But something doesn't sound right. And the more you think about it, the more that you realize you have not seen devils. And
Like-
all of your adventure down here, whole time, not a single devil, not a single tiefling, other than layers.
I don't like that.
Just saying, guys, we're way over our heads here. Claire
I
talking.
hate to point out, I know he's what you are be good in some cases, but has anyone else noticed that there haven't been anything besides our new friend here?
Look, I've
with
only ever
Devilish.
seen. To be honest,
Well-
Lars is probably the only tiefling I've ever actually seen in my life. So
Thank you.
you're very interesting.
Yeah. I don't really know what you guys are talking about. I think I was pretty caught up in my evangelism with a cult when all this was going on. I don't really have a lot of context, but we're above, me and my brother at least, and I came down here to try to snuff out any remaining followers, or, well, not snuff out, but try to break up the drama and all the real shit things that happened to me, and that's why I'm down here. So I just kind of got stuck, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. But, Warden, I don't think I've ever seen a devil. To be honest, I had never seen a demon until these past, while. This past,
I've
almost
seen
half a
plenty
month.
of demons and devils when I went to Men's of Berenstain that one time.
Oh, that's, those are just drow, and, I see what you mean.
That's just the local culture.
Flaffle just gives you both a little wink and goes back to making a fire.
Hey, Hope.
Yeah.
Dancing Lights doesn't technically allow for this, but can I try to use it to show them what some devils look like?
Ooh, I would say yes. I would say each time you try to represent one, just give me a quick Arcana check. It's not very, very high DC, but it's, just trying to form these globules of lights into something.
Okay, that is a 12 for the first one.
That's fine. What are you trying to show them?
Pit Fiend.
Okay.
And then
Do you guys? Well, does all the players know what a pit fiend looks like?
Yeah.
So, what is the next one?
Chained devil. And that's a third.
Yep. You are able to form that. I will, in our chat, I will show y'all what she's showing you. So there's the first one. Why did that show up?
It.
Copy. Technical difficulties, my bad. Okay. First one. So the second one was a chain devil, right?
Mhm.
And what is the next one?
I have an image for it, but it's a Caliban.
Okay.
Wasn't it the villain from Halloween Town?
That was Calabar. And that was a 13. Yeah.
Basically, the DC's 10. So yeah, you're able to form this.
They're
Yeah,
obviously
sheesh.
not in full color. They're kind of like this wispy, purpley blue coloring, but I'm only gonna do 2 more. That's an 11. So this next one is a horned devil.
Horny devil.
Sure. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
And then the last one will be a bone devil. 10.
All right. Yeah, she shows you these images of what certain devils look like.
Kazach's just staring at all of these, and he's just like, each time he's shaking his head as like the realization is hitting, like, yeah, we haven't seen anything like this.
None of these things are anything similar to them. Don't know that relying on the devil is-
You cut
unless
out.
someone wants to. I said, we haven't seen any of these things down here, and I don't know that relying on the few devils and demons is a good idea. Unless we want to, I don't know, try to perform a summoning circle and summon something.
That sounds like a
particularly
horrible idea.
Do that. That
Yeah, let's not do that.
Fallout 4's everyone disliked that. Pops up in the corner.
Except for Dance. Dance is like, I can get behind this.
Of course. Well, if that is the case, does anybody have anything else they would like to discuss or anything before?
Sorry. I didn't
Okay.
realize I was muted. Has Sugar Shack seen, like, I asked you a full question. Has Sugar Shack ever seen devils before or demons?
Ooh, make a history check for me.
Oh, God. You know what? New PC, I'm gonna trust you, D&D Beyond. Hey, 17.
Nice.
Yes. You have actually seen all of them. Or you've
Awesome.
At least, yeah.
I'm going to use minor illusion and show them what they look like.
Oh,
Okay.
his are better. His are definitely better than mine. Not that.
All right. So yeah. Sugar Shack
color
pulled up these
versions?
minor illusions.
He just so like as they're in the middle of like trying to figure out a way to show what they look like, as he's like still looking through his notes and whatnot, he just lifts his hand up and just casts minor illusion and shows them. The muttering has not stopped.
Okay.
That's him.
At the sight of the minor illusions, Layers like raises his shield and like gets like ready, like thinking this thing's going to attack him. As you look at him, it's like he's somewhere else. His eyes are just glazed over.
I think we get the point of what these things look like. Let's maybe not conjure any more of these images.
Yeah, Shaq closes his hands. Sorry about that, nephew. I forgot.
It takes him a couple beats, but he goes, what do you mean? I'm fine. That was weird. That was weird. Hey, me don't mind.
Can I insight that? Like, what just happened?
Yeah, I'm gonna insight the fuck out of that too. But I do not have a new PC, so I'm not gonna trust D&D Beyond. That is a that's a 12.
Myth, what was yours? 19?
18.
18. Okay. Yeah, Layers, whatever you would like to share. Of like, kind of body expressions and stuff like that.
Yeah, it literally appears he is not trying. He is trying to hide the fact that something happened that he cannot explain. He went somewhere. Seeing all those devils reminded him of something, and it's like he snapped back into his body in the metaphorical sense, not in the magic sense. And he looks upset and distraught, and he uncorks another one of his ale bottles and takes a big swig.
With having dealt with the blood war and smuggling slaves out of could Cianadel infer that was some sort of like post-traumatic stress flashback right there?
With an 18, yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if not, Ivan definitely has seen PTSD before.
Yeah, Blair's just kind of sits down on the stone and kind of resting his head in his hands, just like you hear audible, big like breath work.
And go ahead.
I was gonna say, can Shukashak sees that, and he closes his book and he walks up to his nephew, and he's just sort of gonna pull him to the side and sit down. He's gonna wrap an arm around him. Of course, after casting prestidigitation on his cloak, he's not out here trying to get everybody else dirty. The mud's for him and him alone. Anyways, and just sort of cover him with the robe, just giving him a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Foundation, security.
Basically trying to comfort him.
Yeah.
As that's going on, Kazaj's just going to kind of look around at everyone else, and he's going to be like, we should probably try to get some rest, because if today is any indication, this is going to get worse before it gets worse.
Yep, and again, not really. Ivan starts mumbling to himself, not really thinking that we have the power to do anything.
Let's just get through tonight.
Cianadel will walk over to Lairs and cast Heroism.
Nice.
It don't last for long, but makes you feel a little better.
Yeah, no, he perks up and a little bit, and there's like a straight tear kind of falls out of his eyes, and he goes, "We were just kids. Kids shouldn't have to do that. Sorry, everyone. I'm not trying to freak everyone out, and I'm not trying to keep things from you, but I have done a lot of work on myself to forget a lot of things."
You can
And
share when you're
welcome
ready,
to a
nephew.
Welcome to a broken party.
We all have our...
You fit right in, my dear friend. Right in.
I knew I liked you guys. He kind of uncorks another. Okay.
No, that's fine. While Warden is talking to Lairs, Kazad is like taking up post like right at the front door, and he's just like kneeling in front of the door, and he's got like both of his weapons just kind of sitting in his lap, like he's just standing guard at this point.
Okay. So, are you guys keeping watch for the night? I'm assuming Kazad would be going first, but is anybody else going to follow up after him?
Yeah,
No.
Flavel's not getting
I'll
much
take
sleep.
watch.
He's kind of over
all
here
night.
tending to the fire and also kind of scrawling in his notebook.
Yeah,
Uh,
Sugar Shack as well.
Ivan,
this body only needs 4 hours of sleep.
Ivan will kind of keep watch, but not keep watch. It's just kind of awake during the first watch. Well, no, Ivan. Yeah, Ivan is actually going to. Can I do it? Child ability. Oh, no, I can't. Well, Ivan is going to cuddle up with Stool and pass out. And nothing else
Yep.
Ivan can do besides sleep. So if someone wakes him up to help with the watch, Ivan will wake up, and you guys have known that he's pretty perceptive. Plus he does have guidance, so that's useful.
Yeah, Sugar Shack's gonna see everybody that's up for watch, and he's gonna make this sensible decision and just take a rest.
Let me know if Flavel is not watching. He is just like poured over his like notebook right now, or his cookbook, and he is just scrawling madly. And if anyone were to like walk by and try to see what he's doing, he immediately closes the book, waits for him to leave, and then opens back up and keeps going.
Oh no.
Okay, bye.
He said he'd be right back.
Oh.
Okay. So,
Uh,
for the first watch, is there anything y'all would like to do? Or any conversations you'd like to have?
Kazad is just sitting there, like on both knees, almost like he's meditating, and he has a Duskbringer sitting on his lap, and he's sharpening his scimitar as well. He's not really saying anything. He's kind of lost in thought, but you just hear like the steady ring of like a whetstone over the edge of his blade as he's just sitting there.
Okay.
Cianadel has given control back over to Warden just because Warden doesn't actually have to sleep.
Okay.
And Warden is just kind of quietly watching Kazad sharpen his blades. Lost in thought a little bit. she'll speak up. What is it like?
You cut out. I didn't hear any of that.
Warden asks Kazad, what is it like to care for people?
I heard, what is it like to care? And then I'm not sure if it's my internet or what. Hang on just a second.
I think it's Discord, to be honest with you, because
No,
I'm cutting out.
I think it's definitely Discord.
Okay, cool.
We should move over to Zoom. Roll 20, baby.
I would rather set myself on fire and run through a fucking
Yes.
meth lab.
Yeah. No, Warden asks what it is like to care for people.
Kazad kind of stops, like, mid-stroke across the blade. And he, like, puts away the whetstone, examines the blade, sheathes it, and he goes, I'm not sure it's something I can really put into words. Mostly because I'm still figuring it out myself. He just stays there. It's almost like he's in kind of a meditative state while he's there. He's obviously reflecting on a lot of stuff. He goes, I was supposed to have a lot more status back home. Something like that. Caring for other people is not typically a luxury because the people you care about often tend to stab you in the back, figuratively and literally, as I'm sure your charge is familiar with. But recently, some things have kind of changed my perspective, and I don't know how to answer your question because I'm still figuring out the answer for myself.
I don't think I'm supposed to care. But it's weird. I worry I won't be able to fulfill my oath when it comes to this group.
What do you mean?
Hold on. I have My purpose in this existence is to ferry the souls of those who have died into life, and to make sure that anything that dares to break the sanctity that is death, bring the dead back to life to seek immortality, is destroyed.
Kazat just kind of nods as he's processing that information. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a really battered, really beaten symbol of Lolth that once adorned his armor. And he hands it to Warden. He goes, funny thing about oaths, sometimes we make them without understanding the gravity of what's involved.
I was created to fulfill.
And
person?
But now you are questioning whether or not you are capable of fulfilling that oath. Created or not, whoever it is that made you gave you some sense of reason, gave you some ability to connect on an emotional level.
Question for DM.
And
Does Flaffle hear this conversation?
Perception check. I would assume they're not whispering it, but at the same time, you are also.
That was a net 20.
Oh, yeah, you hear all of it.
Flaffle just. It gave you free will. Do with it as you please. And goes back to his notes.
Zod just kind of snaps his fingers and points to Flaffle, and he goes, that. There may come a time where you have to choose between doing what you believe is right and what you were created to do. Whatever it is you decide, ultimately that is your choice to make. You might be artifice and magic, but you do possess agency, you do possess free will, you do possess a degree of control over your actions. Whatever oath your creator made you take, I'm not entirely sure that they're even alive anymore, but if they are, they're clearly not in a position to control you anymore. How you choose to govern yourself, how you choose to carry out your oath, and whether or not you choose to obey it if one of us falls, that is your decision. No one else can take that from you. No one else can make it for you.
My creators still around in a sense. They have changed. Been not replaced.
He just kind of stands up slowly, like he's stretching. He's kind of trying to get comfortable because he's been in this position for a while. And he looks Warden up and down and he goes, like I said, whoever they are and wherever they are, you are your own being. You had no say in how and when you were created and what purpose you were given. That I understand very well.
As this conversation is going on, two things happen. Kazad, you're stretching, kind of getting up from this position, and out of the corner of your eye, you see Theoden. Kind of wave, point at your bag, and wisp away.
I beg your finest fucking pardon.
Warden, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Damn it.
That is a 14 plus 9 for a math. 23.
23. I need you to check something. Hold on. That fails.
What?
What?
Is that
Hold on.
including Matt's, Kazad's aura?
I don't have an aura anymore.
Oh, God.
Yep.
And they don't stack, and I think my charisma was higher than his.
Yeah.
Mine's a +4.
God,
Yeah.
yeah.
After seeing this odd vision, Kazad, you look over and for a brief second, you see Warden's armor color shift. almost like a glitch from blue to green and back. Warden,
Mm. I'm
you shut
concerned.
down for a second.
What?
You completely shut down, almost as if you're being rebooted. And at that point, you see a large warehouse-looking building. And you're staring at an exact copy of yourself. And you shift back. And you're looking back at Kazad.
Kazat's gonna just kind of blink a few times. Not sure if he's hallucinating or not. And he's just
Confused
gonna-
robot noises.
Yeah, he's just gonna kind of do like a 1 second thing to Warden, and he's going to go over to his pack. Like, he's acting like he's putting stuff away, but he also kind of wants to look in his pack.
Okay. As soon as you get close to it, you start to feel this arcane energy kind of surging between you and something in the bag.
Oh boy. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna walk up to my bag and I'm gonna open it.
Okay.
Like, I'm putting like my my whetstone and a couple of other things for taking care of my blades away, and I'm opening the bag to see what the fuck is going on.
Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. I Okay. You reach into your bag and you pick up the dusty book that was given to you. You can see it's kind of got this weird kind of aura surging around it. Almost violet in color.
Mm. I'm
You open
gonna...
it.
Yeah, I am absolutely going to open the book.
Where before you saw scribbles, you now see something this universe has never seen before. A spell, a first level, can be read.
Oh. I'm going to read it.
As you focus in further, reading the book, Warden, you watch as he disappears as he gets sucked into the book.
I'm gonna walk
What?
over to the book.
Okay.
Been nice knowing you, everyone.
You are consumed by varying weights. You watch as time and space swirls around you. What you said earlier is true. Sometimes you make an oath without knowing, without any predetermination. For the viewers, Matt is, I believe, going to Blade Singer Wizard.
Yes.
You emerge from this, watching all of this time and space, into a room, into a solid room. And you see a gigantic engine.
I just
This-
kind of look up at it, and I'm just like, this is not at all what I thought hell was going to look like, but okay.
What you see in front of you is something very few people have ever heard of its existence. This pure obsidian machine with rings that look almost as if it was the planes of existence kind of circulating each other. Inside the middle of it is this mass of chaos energy. And inside of the chaos energy, you see an 8-foot tall blue humanoid.
I'm going to very slowly step forward, and I'm going to be like, am I dead?
Are you dead?
Yeah, that's kind of the question that I have. I opened a book, and all of a sudden, I'm here. I don't understand how all of this works. First thought is that the book killed me, which would be the least surprising thing to happen today.
The body looks at you, basically faces you. You know who this person is. You've seen this person before. In fact, you just left their shop.
Oh shit.
And all
Like, the
you
realization hits me, and I say that out loud. I'm like, oh shit.
He smiles and waves, and you reemerge back into the spot that you were at. Warden, what you see is different. Kazad no longer adorns any kind of paladin-esque. In fact, most of his armor now is made up of stars and constellations. Matt, I'd like you to look up the spell Gift of Alacrity.
Okay, looking it up now. Okay, let's see here.
And you can now cast this once per day.
Ooh.
As you feel this new surge of magic that you have never felt before. It is not divination. It is not abjuration, conjuration, enchantment, evocation, necromancy. You now have the ability to learn through this book graviturgy and chronoturgy spells.
What?
And that is where we'll end the session today.
Hey adventurers, thanks for tuning in. Remember to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to give some love to your bards.